With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Straight ahead, it's a rematch from last year's AFC wildcard game, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Baltimore Ravens. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. At their own 21-yard line.
CIN.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. You talk about this Bengals defense. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. The defense is always talking about not letting Lamar Jackson get comfortable. A good job there on his opening drive of making him uncomfortable.
And you're talking about doing it so early in the game because all week long there's been anxiety on the defensive side of the ball. How do we keep this guy hemmed in? How do we tackle him? To get it done that early, that's got to feel great for them.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. On the return is Jones. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Bengals take over first and 10. At their own 43-yard line. And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. Powerful running. Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Chase Brown with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Bengals are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. At their own 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. Now it's Jackson.
A short one there, caught by Likely.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now this defense for the Bengals, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Burrow will throw.
Hits his target. That's Charlie Jones.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down. An inside give, Brown. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 68 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
These two teams met in Cincinnati earlier in the year with the Bengals coming out on top. So a win here in Baltimore would give them the season sweep from the 44-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 5.
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. Past the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big run there. 29 yards and a 1st. They go play action with Burrow. He'll buy some time right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, one of the things we talked about coming into this was we were never going to question the fight that he's going to have for all 4 quarters of a game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and 1st downs early, not fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage, as we saw right there.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football when you're dealing with those big bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
On third down, Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Charlie Jones, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals have taken the lead.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
Ravens 7. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they battled through some rough patches this season, so now it comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it, can't afford any more missteps, though. And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
Fourth down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt.
And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. And he will not make it. They stop him short of the first down. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. Burrow on play action. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
84 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Jackson now off the bootleg, rolling to his right.
He finds the rookie, Zay Flowers.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
It's another first down as they bite on 23 more on that one.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And he's going to take this one down to the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. On target to his man, Likely.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends.
They'll run with Dobbins.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Dobbins once more.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Ravens are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10
at the 41-yard line.
Now a give, left side, Brown with it. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
2nd down and 6 now.
Right back to Brown. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow.
This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. What a nonchalant with a throw to the safety valve, and it's 4th down. So on 4th down, on is Brad Robbins to punt for the Bengals.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And it's taken in at the 9. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
Jackson. He gets this underneath to Dobbins.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give him 17 on that pickup.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed, his elusiveness, and the ability to get him on the ground, and how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
On the counter now, it's It's Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. They find some open field here. And they will finally get to him down at the Bengals' 31-yard line. 134 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Bengals' 25-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So from the 25, this is 2nd and 5. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 8 and a first down.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Another run here with Dobbins. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and then I'll make it 2nd and 4.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7. And Bateman, and he'll go in motion right here. Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity lost.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
2nd and 7.
Now it's Burrow. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points. While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Bengals 14.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Justin Tucker, the kickoff for Baltimore.
A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this 3rd quarter. And he'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up past the 40-yard line.
Well, that return had all the trappings of really good scouting. You could tell that they thought they saw something on tape that they could take advantage of, and they dialed it up at just the right time to give them a great return.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They defer to Brown to start the drive. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Another run for Brown on 2nd down. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
Here is 3rd and 5. Here's Burrow. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Almost the full length of the field, a 90-yard punt return. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Burrow's throw there taken in by Smith. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Now Burrow changing the look. They go right back to the ground here, and Brown. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
So he stopped for no gain. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 32-yard line. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. That is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase, 32 yards. And the Bengals are back within a score. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
This is 2nd and 8. Now it's Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now that's just one of those head scratchers. You watch that one back on film as a coach, probably say, well, what in the world did we do there?
Yeah, it makes it tough on a coach, doesn't it? When you have to teach him how to keep fighting and breaking tackles versus when to say, that's enough. That play is already done.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Daxton Hill picks it off.
And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they're getting blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Here's a give to Brown. 168 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown.
Irv Smith Jr. from 6 yards away. And the Bengals have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
Now Jackson.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And Andrews going to have a Ravens 1st down as the tackle made up near the 35.
Here's Jackson. And his throw here is incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
All the way down inside the 35. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
A give up the middle to Dobbins.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Complete to Likely.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And
they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins.
His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year.
And the Ravens have answered back with a 3rd quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead.
Tucker with the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
The Bengals drive about to get going. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
They give it to Brown. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
Open man is Yoshibas. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it with Brown. And he is going to have the Bengals first down by a good couple of yards as they get 3 there on 4th and inches. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. He's going to look deep down the field. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here's 2nd and 10. Running right, here's Brown. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 9. From midfield now, Burrow. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Well, I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the game. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. Play action. It's Burrow. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down.
A fourth and very long coming up. You're out of field goal range. I don't know that you can go for this.
But I know that you want to, right? You know that they want to say, hey, let's go for this. We've got the perfect play drawn up. Let's do it. But I wouldn't go for it either. I agree with you totally. You're only down one score. Punt it. Let your defense pick you up.
And how about this? Fourth and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're so long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs. Keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over. Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now 2nd and 9.
From the gun, it's Jackson.
Open man is Duvernay. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dalvin.
Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to swell the lead to 6. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it online and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner.
Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. But these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? Now Brown, he lost the football.
And it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
He has been and now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
From the gun, a give to Brown. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 45.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
First down, Bengals.
They go play action with Burrow.
Smith brings it in, going across the middle.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
This is Brown going up the middle. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1.
That's a great run right there on 1st down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
Throwing, Burrow.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Herb Smith Jr. with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Bengals are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive.
We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Jackson.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. A shotgun handoff to Mitchell.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Jackson to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Bell.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.